at the classroom level in the university, that is okay. But when we get to practicals, where we are going to cover rallies, like campaign rallies, are those trainings part of what we receive at the School of Journalism? I think that is not the case. And this then comes with what I think the media needs, which is lacking and which is the cause of the many problems we are facing in the newsrooms. How do we report elections? That is something that is a big failure within many media houses. And when we look at the past by-elections that were just concluded, are they an indication of what we should expect in 2013? Or are they a continuation of what we had in 2007? That is a question that we need to ask ourselves. We saw a lot of violence in Diwa. People were fighting, people were throwing things everywhere. Even on the election day itself, there were issues of violence. How far were these taken? Where was the IEBC? Where was the police? Where were the governance institutions or the electoral institutions that Mustafa has raised? And where was the media in this? Was it just supposed to report that there is violence? Or was it supposed to take these incidents further and interrogate them and bring people to account for actions that were taking place? We have a new constitution. What does the constitution say about electoral violence? Does the media know about that article within the constitution, which it is supposed to bring forward within its stories to question things that are happening? Wanjiko raised something about elections already, campaigns are already on. It's as if it's right for it to be on. And the media is playing in the hands of politicians. And that is, I think, where the problem comes in. When the media plays in the hands of politicians, then it loses direction. It loses the role that it is supposed to take within this space that has been given to it. If I give another example of Kajiado North, a candidate claimed that he had been beaten. And again, I go back to what the Constitution says about violence. Where was the media in this? The media it was treated like a brief when this guy said he was beaten. We are supposed to question and take people to account for their actions. If we cannot do it during by-elections, it means that when they are the main elections, we will still let this pass. And we are going to be blamed the way we were blamed in 2007. So, what are we supposed to do as journalists? We are supposed to take responsibility for the kind of stories that we present. We are not supposed to play in the hands of politicians. And I believe, maybe that's where I don't know if I'll agree or disagree with Mustafa, I think the media has a role to play on how things are going to be in 2013, by that date in March, when we are going to hold that elections. What are we doing right now? What kind of stories are we bringing out? Are we bringing out stories that are going to change this country? Or are we bringing out stories that are taking us from the frying pan into the fire? Let us think about that. Because if we don't change the way we present our headlines, the way this was just a by-elections of 3 constituencies out of 200 and something. Then we write headlines like, the world has come to an end. Can we think about how we are writing our headlines even if somebody wins? I agree, winning is good. But if we start pushing such kind of headlines, like the ones we saw after the by-elections, what are we trying to say? When we say, oh, these are the biggest losers, this party was the biggest loser, or this person won big. We are just trying to magnify things beyond what they actually are. So our headlines really must change, the way we present our stories, and this is from the journalist on the ground to the editor who is in the media, who wasn't even there where the campaign was taking place. The media has to change, take control, be in charge of the flow of information. They have to conceive their own stories within those campaigns and bring out issues that Kenyans are interested in, not what the politicians are interested in. Because even as much as most of us in media houses, we look at the end result, what are we going to make out of this? The money factor. And if we put the money factor in politics and in the elections of 2012, 2013, then I think Kenya is going to lose it again.
Thank you, Jane.
Yeah.